Hello, and welcome to another edition of NBN Wheel of Tales. Tonight, the Wheel of Tales spins a tale of talent, passion, and love. So, grab your blankets and your hot cocoa, or a chill drink if you will. You're gonna need it. Ifeoma was a young baker with a career headed for space. She was so good at baking that people began to book her months ahead of the event they needed her for. But while her career was a tale many would wish for, her personal life was non existent, not to mention her love life. Her career was on the rise, and that was all that mattered. Her personal life could go down the drain for all she cared. But then again, fate, like to say, has a sick sense of humor. It was just shy of a week to Christmas, and she was due to make a masterpiece worthy cake for her wedding on Christmas Eve. And she had the perfect plan that she implemented early enough, and now she was just adding the finishing touches. She stepped out of her kitchen to embrace the breeze, only to be knocked down by a massive black furry dog running through her kitchen. Before she could react, she heard a loud crash and knew her masterpiece was destroyed. And when she got herself to go in, the dog was covered in cake and he sent her the most apologetic look. Before she could fully process the scene before her, Barry, the dog owner, came in with a pained, sorry look at the mess his dog made. With the wedding now a few days away, Ifeoma was forced to accept Barry's apology, along with his offer to help her bake another cake. The process wasn't easy, as she was convinced that the new cake wouldn't be as spectacular as the one that was destroyed. As the hours went by, she began to learn details about him that she found attractive, but of course, she had no plans of telling him. He suggested that they go for an abstract design, and she couldn't lie. It was beginning to take shape. With just the finishing touches left, she invited him to be her date to the wedding, and he accepted with delight. In a move so innocent and in love on his side, he spun her around and kissed her. Her response was to shove him away, telling him to leave and never come back. Barry spent the next day trying to reach her, but got no answer from her. The wedding came, and Ifeoma received high praises from the bride and groom, saying that the cake looked like it was made with love for love. She looked at how happy they were and how they looked at the cake that she made with Barry. Like scales falling off her eyes, she realized that she was stupid for not holding on to Barry when she had a chance. Without a word, she left the wedding, driving like the hounds of hell were after her, and parked weirdly at Barry's house. His furry dog ran to meet her, and she rewarded his greeting with a cookie. Barry came out, stopping short when he saw her. Without articulating her words, she poured out her feelings mixed with a heartfelt apology. When she was done, he stood back laughing, leaving her stunned for a moment. "You basically just asked me to marry you. Did you know that?" he said, walking towards her. "Well, and what if I did? What would your answer be?" She stepped towards him with a smile. "If my information is correct, the wedding had the most spectacular cake ever, breaking world record. And that brings us to the end of our tale tonight, folks. We hope to see you in our next edition of NBN Wheel of Tales. Merry Christmas.